Learn something new today. So where does Keir Starmer fit into the World Economic Forum? It is worth noting that Keir Starmer, the British Prime Minister, did not attend the World Economic Forum in Davos this year. Keir Starmer's participation at the World Economic Forum. Keir Starmer attended the World Economic Forum, WEF, in Davos, Switzerland, from January 18 to January 20, 2023. His presence was notable as he was one of the few British representatives at the event, especially since Prime Minister Rishi Sunak was absent. Purpose of attendance. Starmer's visit aimed to enhance his profile on the global stage. He sought to position himself as a significant political player, similar to past opposition leaders who attended the WEF to gain visibility and influence. Key activities. Meetings. Starmer held a bilateral meeting with Leo Varadkar, the Irish Prime Minister, focusing on the Northern Ireland Protocol. Networking. He engaged with various global leaders and stakeholders, which is crucial for building relationships that could benefit the Labour Party and the UK. Financial contributions. Starmer's attendance was supported by various donations, including a meal provided by Google Ireland Ltd, valued at £380. Additionally, he received monetary contributions for travel and accommodation expenses during the event. Significant. Starmer's participation at the WEF was a strategic move to bolster his image as a leader capable of engaging with international issues, especially in contrast to the current government's challenges. Keir Starmer is not a member of the World Economic Forum, WEF. He has attended it primarily for networking and to elevate his political presence. While he participated in past forums to engage with other leaders and discuss global issues, there is no indication that he holds a formal membership status. Alignment of Keir Starmer's government with Agenda 2030. Keir Starmer's government is strongly aligned with Agenda 2030, particularly concerning climate action and achieving clean energy targets. The Labour Party, under Starmer, pledged to make Britain a clean energy superpower by 2030, which includes commitments to significantly reduce carbon emissions and increase the share of renewables in the energy mix. Key targets and plans. Clean power by 2030. The goal is for clean electricity to meet 100% of demand by 2030, meaning that at least 95% of electricity generation should come from low-carbon sources, with a maximum of 5% from unabated natural gas. Investment in renewables. The government aims to stimulate investments worth approximately £40 billion annually from now until 2030. This is meant to boost job creation and secure energy supplies. Action plan. A comprehensive action plan has been set in place, focusing on reducing energy bills, enhancing the grid, and rolling out substantial wind and solar projects, particularly offshore wind. This plan outlines reforms to create a more resilient and cleaner energy system. Upcoming auctions. To meet the clean power target, the government plans to commission record amounts of renewable energy in upcoming auctions, indicating that significant expansions in capacity are necessary. Current challenges and criticisms. Despite these commitments, there have been reports suggesting potential revisions to the targets, particularly regarding the decarbonization of the electricity grid. Some policymakers, including Energy Secretary Ed Miliband, are under pressure to consider less ambitious goals to manage energy costs effectively. This has raised concerns among Green campaigners about a potential weakening of commitments. Moreover, there's a recognized need to balance public support and cost-effectiveness, suggesting that while the targets are ambitious, the approach may require careful navigation to ensure stability in energy pricing and public backing. Reasons for struggling to meet climate targets. Meeting climate targets, particularly those set under initiatives like Agenda 2030, presents several challenges, which can be broadly categorized into economic, political, and technological factors. Economic challenges. Rising energy costs, fluctuations in energy prices exacerbated by geopolitical tensions or supply chain disruptions can make it difficult to maintain investments in renewable energy infrastructure. Funding constraints. Although there are ambitious plans for investment, securing the necessary capital and ensuring that private investments align with public goals can be challenging. Adequate funding remains critical. Market volatility. The energy market's volatility may deter long-term investments in renewables, as companies may hesitate to commit to long-term projects amidst uncertainty. Political challenges. Public support. Achieving climate targets often requires public buy-in for necessary policy changes, such as carbon taxes or reduced fossil fuel use. If the electorate prioritizes affordability or job security, ambitious climate measures may face opposition. Policy uncertainty. Frequent government changes and shifts in policy priorities can create uncertainty, undermining long-term strategies needed for effective climate action. debates within parties, internal disagreements, particularly within the Labour Party, over the balance between economic growth and environmental responsibility can also complicate and delay policy implementation. Technological challenges, infrastructure gaps. Transitioning to renewable energy requires significant upgrades to existing infrastructure, including power grids capable of handling a higher percentage of renewables. This process is often slow and costly. Research and development lag. Technological advancements in storage, carbon capture, and other critical areas are essential for meeting targets but may not be advancing as rapidly as needed. Energy transition complexity. The shift from fossil fuels to renewables involves complex logistics and policy frameworks, and misalignment in these areas can hinder progress. Conclusion: Keir Starmer's government is actively pursuing an ambitious agenda aligned with Agenda 2030, focusing on clean energy and sustainability. However, navigating financial pressures and public expectations remains an ongoing challenge as the government strives to achieve its ambitious climate targets. Fiat Lux, Excitata Lux.
You will own nothing and be happy, they said. Them words still echo in my head from the car that I drive to the phone by my bed. Every product's built to fail instead. Subscriptions was the perfect heist. Turned a one-time cost into a lifelong price. What once was freedom is now a device. 7 grand later, still rolling the dice. We rent the dream, they sell illusion. Digital chains in a cash infusion. From code to car, it's all confusion. Welcome to the 4th revolution. We rent the dream, they sell illusion. Digital chains in a cash infusion. From code to car, it's all confusion. Welcome to the 4th revolution. From heated seats to features, locked behind receipts. You don't own land, no tools, no keys. It's a modern serfdom subscription fee. The average Brit now spends endlessly. A lifetime leased for dependency. Lux Veritas, Codex Dominus. The light of truth breaks through the dust. No real progress, just profit lust. Man thinks he's free, but he's leasing dust. Lockdown hit, the panic grew. Corporations knew just what to do. They didn't innovate, they secured the flow. Predictable cash was the way to go. Free trials trap you, renewals hide. Cancel buttons buried deep inside. They studied your fear, your pain, your pride, and built a prison from the things you buy. The dream, they sell illusion.